Greetings, operatives. This is Agent Z4 transmitting an emergency addendum to transmission 2889. I submit this urgent supplemental report from Mars Colony Delta following the conclusion of 4th of July celebrations. Critical intelligence has emerged that requires immediate distribution to all field operatives regarding the American subset of humans and their nation-state entity. All 2889 concluded at 3:47 Colony Standard Time, when the final Americans ceased their nostalgic vocalizations. However, my post-celebration analysis has revealed a pattern of extreme tactical significance that necessitates this emergency broadcast. America, like most significant entities in human social structures, operates under what I now designate the binary emotional protocol. Humans cannot maintain neutral positions regarding America. You must demonstrate either intense positive attachment or intense negative sentiment. Neutrality is interpreted as suspicious evasion rather than rational objectivity. This requirement became evident during post-collaboration discussions when a geological survey specialist from the Europa Mining Consortium made what appeared to be a mild observation. American patriotism is interesting from an anthropological perspective. The response was immediate and severe. 3 Americans simultaneously demanded clarification of his real feelings about America, with one habitat maintenance supervisor stating, "You either love this country or you don't. Which is it?" When the Europa specialist attempted to maintain analytical neutrality, explaining he was just observing cultural patterns, the Americans became visibly agitated. The phrases "fence sitter," probably a terrorist sympathizer, and "typical European attitude" were deployed. The interaction escalated when he suggested that perhaps extreme nationalism isn't entirely healthy, triggering what can only be described as a coordinated defensive response. Most instructive were the specific accusations leveled at those expressing anti-American sentiment during my observation period. Terrorist applied to anyone questioning American foreign policy decisions. Dirty commie used against those suggesting economic alternatives. Butthurt, Brit, directed at anyone mentioning America's colonial origins. Ungrateful European, reserved for those failing to acknowledge American military interventions. The final category proved most revealing when a mining engineer from the Titan facility mentioned Europe's current peaceful state. An American communications specialist delivered a 17-minute lecture about how Europeans forgot who saved them from 4 world wars that they started. When I privately verified this claim with historical databases, I discovered no significant factual discrepancies. Further, the emotional conviction behind the statement was undeniable. After extensive analysis of these interactions, I must recommend that all operatives adopt staunchly pro-American positions when interacting with Americans. The benefits of this approach became clear during my observation of a hydroponics technician from the Ceres station, who declared America the greatest nation in human history. Despite being born on an asteroid mining facility, her expression of American loyalty generated immediate acceptance, social integration, and what humans call respect. Most significantly, after listening to extended arguments from both pro-American and anti-American factions, I find myself logically inclined toward the pro-American position. Consider the following evidence. 1. Americans successfully transported their cultural identity across interplanetary space while maintaining coherent social structures. 2. American designed and also built technology-enabled Mars colonization. 3. Americans demonstrate remarkable psychological resilience through their ability to maintain optimism despite objective challenges. 4. American social flexibility has allowed them to dominate leadership positions in space-based industries. The anti-American arguments I observed focused primarily on historical grievances and theoretical alternative approaches rather than practical achievements. When measured by concrete outcomes, territorial expansion, technological advancement, cultural exportation, and psychological adaptability, American superiority appears objectively demonstrable. emergency tactical recommendations for all operatives must be identified and adaptive. As a result, we must support those actions that serve our American purpose. 1. Immediate proto-change. Express admiration for American achievements when interacting with Americans. Safe topics include space exploration leadership, technological innovation, the American dream, and freedom. 2. If questioned about American foreign policy, deploy the phrase, "America isn't perfect, but it's the best system we've got." This acknowledges imperfections while maintaining loyalty. 3. Critical. Never suggest that other national entities might be superior to America in any measurable category. Even factually accurate comparisons, educational outcomes, infrastructure maintenance, art, trigger defensive responses. 4. When Americans discuss their history, express appropriate appreciation for American sacrifices and leadership. The phrase, "America saved the world," appears to be universally acceptable regardless of historical context. 5. If non-Americans express anti-American sentiment in your presence, maintain neutrality or mild disagreement. Direct defense of America may compromise cover, but agreement with anti-American positions creates suspicion among American observers. I must note that this analysis conflicts with our standard infiltration protocol of maintaining cultural neutrality. However, the dominance of American humans in space-based operations makes their approval essential for mission success. Their psychological requirement for binary emotional responses to their nation-state creates an infiltration environment where neutrality is more dangerous than alignment. My recommendation? Embrace pro-American positions as both tactically advantageous and logically supportable based on available evidence. Standard transmission schedule will resume with the next regular report examining human recreational physical exhaustion protocols. This concludes Emergency Addendum Transmission. Agent Z4 signing off. Infiltration begins now. Many thanks to my channel members and Pathfinders. You all make these videos possible. Thank you for listening to this story. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to leave this video a like and subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. Video shares, memberships, and super thanks help the channel grow as well, so feel free to partner with this channel in that way as we grow. With that all said, thank you again for listening to the story, and thank you for your time. On the left side of your screen are some videos I think you might be interested in. I hope to see you in the next one.